First game back in Denver, just what are the emotions like right now?
It's exciting for sure. Just rolling in yesterday. Obviously very familiar with it, and it just brings back a ton of great memories. So it's always nice to be back here.
What were you thinking looking at the banner up there?
Oh yeah, it's special. It's surreal, really. That just think that's going to be hanging there forever, and it's a special moment. I mean, that's kind of when the realization I think set in. Just seeing that banner hang. So some unforgettable moments, and met some great people, and it's a place I'll never forget.
You guys obviously have a big game today. The standings matter right now, but have you kind of thought about what that welcome is going to be like for you and just expectations for that?
Yeah, I mean, you know, it kind of is what it is, and I'm definitely going to enjoy it. It's going to be emotional and it's going to be special for sure. But like you said, these are important points, and we're here to try to win a hockey game against a great team. So that's our main focus tonight.
Just kind of feel like maybe the last page that you have to turn to officially kind of move past the Avalanche and onto your Calgary Flames career.
Of course, I mean you just try to turn the page as soon as possible. But when you win somewhere, I don't think the page could ever really be turned. Just because you just think about it so much, and just that's such a unique opportunity, and obviously just playing with some great players and great people, and met some friends for life.
Early on in the game, undoubtedly they'll do a video tribute to you. Mm-hmm. I know the game is your focus, but on the video tribute, what highlight would you hope that's involved in that?
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I think there's a couple to choose from, but my favorite is obviously the goal in the finals. I mean, that's that was pretty sweet, and that's something that that puck's going on my wall for sure. So hopefully that makes a cut.
Not too many men on the ice, right?
Yeah, I mean, hey, either way you want to look at it, regardless, I kind of buried the hatchet there, but it was just obviously a fun gimmick, and just part of the memory bank.
Your transition to this Calgary team has been pretty seamless. To what do you attribute how well you've been able to fit in here?
Just the people around me. I think everyone's kind of the fans of Calgary just made me feel at home and very welcoming. As soon as I got there, and obviously we got some great guys in the locker room and some great players. So it's easy to make that transition, and I think definitely the cities being very similar, made life away from the rink a little bit easier for me. So it seemed to fit pretty well.
Knowing what you know about championship teams now and how to win those so-called big games, what do the Flames need to do here this last stretch? What kind of mindset do you guys need to get into the playoffs?
Well, just try to bear down as much as possible. I think obviously those timely goals and timely saves are something that is huge in a playoff run, and obviously to win games you got to score and keep pucks out of your net in a timely fashion. So hopefully we're able to do that tonight, and it's going to be a big stretch for us coming up.
Aside from the winning and the hardware, and maybe to a certain extent the talent, what would you say from your time in the Colorado leadership core would you want to take and really just apply it in your time here in Calgary with your guys?
Honestly, I think we have a lot of those attributes in this dressing room already, but obviously that accountability factor is huge. I think when it's not coming from the coaches, and when it's coming from inside the dressing room amongst your teammates, and just holding each other accountable and holding yourself accountable. I think that's a very, very good intangible to have.
Yeah, looking back on it, what's the difference between a good team, a playoff team, and a championship team, now that you've had some time to reflect?
Exactly what I just mentioned right there. I think, good teams, I think it's really preached on from the coaching staff, and great teams, it's preached on from inside the locker room and the guy sitting next to you. So, like I said, we definitely have implemented that, but, great teams have that on a consistent basis.
What was easier for you, transitioning from Toronto to Colorado, or transitioning to, your time in Colorado, being a free agent, to coming to Calgary?
I definitely probably would say Calgary, just because, I kind of had that expectation. I knew it was coming, and I was able to kind of get my feet underneath me and just prepare for what was ahead of me. Obviously, the first interaction was a trade, and, kind of caught me off guard a little bit. So, it was a little easier when things are planned.
Now, as your day with the Cup and bringing it to the mosque in London, just what was that moment like for you, for the community, just being able to do all that?
Incredible, man. I think that was one of my favorite memories out of all this, just to be able to, bring it where it's never been brought in before, and to be the first person in history to achieve something, I think is always definitely special. So, just to see the youth and the kids that came out and supported, and they were in awe to see the cup at the mosque. So, that's something that's for future generations.
Sorry for the general question, but I'd like to know the story of how you got the jersey number 91.
I was always a big 9 fan growing up, and 19 was taken. I think when I went to London, it was in the rafters, so I flipped it to 91, and just had a pretty good year that year, and always admired that number. So just it goes way back.